yet a year like this where there hasn't been a lot of stability at the quarterback position in the majority of your opponents?
Yeah, I don't know. We just kind of go into, every week, what is it that they do, irregardless of, who's the quarterback. I mean, that's part of it, but we've had some, there's been some issues at quarterbacks with a lot of the teams that we've played just in regards to flip-flopping and things of that nature. But and then when Pharoh Cooper gets in there, he's incredibly dynamic, probably the most single dynamic player that we'll see all year. And we got great respect for him. What a workhorse, just a stud, great competitor, very highly skilled, but a real tough guy. Yeah, he really wears the toughness on his sleeves. I think if he had his way, he'd play defense too. And I love, how he plays the game, and he does it in a very unassuming way. And so we really got a lot of respect for him and his playmaking ability. He gets at quarterback, and we're in Tampa too, anticipating the throw. And we had great coverage on the corner route, and he just puts it, right where only one guy could catch it. It was a terrific catch by the receiver, but even a better throw by the quarterback. But that's the kind of skill that he has and the confidence that they have in him. And so he can, he scores down here early in the game, and they go up 7-0, a little quarterback, design quarterback run. So between him and Nunez both, they have some dynamic playmakers, that touch the ball often.
Why do you think, with Cooper being such a focal point, that even as a receiver, he still gets open a lot?
Because they're well-designed concepts, and I think they do a good job, identifying defenses. And Perry does a good job of understanding where the leverages are and delivering the ball on time. So, it doesn't happen over and over by accident. I think everybody's had a hard time, defending him.
One of your defenders said yesterday, we expect the kitchen sink. Is it impossible to prepare for the kitchen sink?
I think they're just naturally multiple in what they do. They're not, they don't just do a few things. They're already multiple. So I don't think they need the kitchen sink to beat us. We need to come out and play well, get off of blocks, got to tackle, got to line up right, got to play with discipline. You got to play with physical and mental toughness, and got to be ready to bring it for 60 minutes. Those are the things, regardless of what they throw at us. I'll downplay that a little bit just because I think, there's simplicity in winning and losing. And, hopefully our guys are, prepared to play with the discipline that it takes, whether it's the kitchen sink or it's just the basic zone read with a pop pass off of it. You've got to have guys doing their job, and if you do, you'll play well, and if you don't, then they can have you on your heels real quick.
They'll probably start 2 true freshmen on the offensive line. Does that change anything you do up front?
Not really, They're really playing. I know they've had some injuries there. I know Zach Bailey, we've been watching him. He's pretty impressive the way he moves for a big 320-pound plus guy. Pulls well, plays on the second level well, plays with toughness. We really had hoped he became a Tiger, and so now all of a sudden you can't say he's a chump. He's a player. We were on the right guy, so he's playing beyond his years, and we know we're playing well with freshmen on our offensive line, and they've handled a lot of different looks and things of that nature. So it doesn't really change.
There's 3 or 4 games left in the season, and all of them will have some kind of rivalry or championship on the line. You talked about doing your part as a defense. How much will defense affect taking Clemson as far as you guys want to go?
I think it's important. I don't think that we can achieve our goals if we don't play well. Doesn't mean we have to play perfect, but we have to play well, and we got to show up. And so that's very important down the stretch, and you play better teams, and so it's a big part of our have an opportunity to have success.
Can last week's meeting you had with the defense be a necessary reminder going through the rest of the year of what they need to
I
do?
hope I don't have to. Or are you saying using that moving forward?
Yeah.
I would hope that, again, that we had our brief coming to Jesus that we all need occasionally, and I think our guys responded. Really proud of, again, how they took it immediately, and we walked out, we came in after our Monday practice that night and kind of reflected on the day. Mondays are long days, and said that went about as well as we could have hoped, and just it was quiet as a mouse, and just seemed that we were just a little bit more humble, and we've talked about that a lot, I know, but I do believe that will help us, and I do believe that our guys recognize that what's in front of us, and how important every day is, and how every practice is, and so forth. And I just love the opportunity what we have this week. Thanksgiving, rivalry weekend, opportunity to go on the road. You got to play great on defense to have any chance to win. We haven't done as well as we've needed to do in this game, and it's another opportunity for us to take another step as a program, and obviously get us closer to our ultimate goal. But really just having that windshield mentality of what's sitting right in front of us right now, and great opportunity to go get some real quality players a lot of our guys are familiar with, and they may not be having the kind of year that ultimately they'd like for a variety of reasons, but they'll show up and be ready to play. I can assure you that.
When coaches aren't sure of their future, and there are a lot of guys on that staff that don't know what they're doing after this game, is there any way that affects preparation for that game? Is that any concern? Being in the system?
I have not been. I've been very fortunate. I haven't been in that situation, so I'm really not an expert to comment. I believe as competitors, they've been incredibly successful as a program because I think they've done a great job coaching, and I would expect nothing but their best, and so I think I would expect them to have their guys ready to play.
South Carolina's really struggled the ball running the past couple of weeks. Do you feel like you guys can take advantage of some things up front?
I don't know. I've watched all their games, so not quite as consistent the last few weeks for whatever reason, but I've seen them have a lot of success against good quality people. Whether it's I look at, for example, A&M and some of the other SEC teams that they've played, and Tennessee, LSU. They've gone against a few really good defenses as well. So they've got good players, and I know Shell will probably be a high pick as well. So and they got a lot of well-designed schemes. So really the focus is really on us and what we got to do. I think we really don't think that way. How we can take advantage of them. Let's really try to be as prepared as we can for a variety of schemes that we'll see, and then we need to play physical, play with good technique.
You were rated the #1 off the radar candidate for head coach job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, off the radar, #1 guy.
Well, I'm humbled.
So, have you or your agent, have you had any calls from anybody seeking head coach?
My focus is on us, and so it's really no comment. I'm not interested in any other jobs. I got a great job, and I love what I'm doing, love where we're at, love who I'm working for, and I, like Coach Sweeney said multiple times, I think we're just getting started. So that's really kind of my thoughts, response to that.
So you wouldn't be interested in the head coaching job?
Yeah, I got a great job today. I got a great job. I'm hoping I got it tomorrow.
Southern Cal called?
No, I don't think like that. You deal with things as they come, as they're put in front of you. But I'm always a believer, and you're a week away from humility in this profession, and value what you have, take advantage of the opportunities that you have now. there are thousands of coaches that die to be in this seat, and I recognize that, and I value the small part that I have in this program. And